recovery. Now the neutral stick coming out from the well.
Oh, man.
Going.
Oh, Noel's not doing nothing. Noel's done it. He's in top 3.
Yo.
What's up?
What's up?
I don't want to do this shit, man.
Dude, it's real quick. Come on. Let's real quick. You know, teach some people how to play Sword real quick. Come on. We're going to start off with just the moves by itself. What every move is useful for, how to use it, when to use it, shit like that. So, simple map. Like Brawlhalla.
Yeah.
Alright. We're going to start off with Nair. Nair on Sword. That shit is very useful to juggle your opponent. You can use it as a grounded move as well to mix up your neutral initiation. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You just want to use this and to guard yourself off stage as well. You just want to like throw it out right here. Really good. And you can just keep juggling with it. Right? Also like engaging. Like go ahead and engage with Sword Nair on me, Ethan, when you get
Alright.
sword.
Got you.
Because you want to change up the way you engage, so they don't see it
Oh
coming.
shit. It's not hitting. What the fuck?
There
There we go.
Okay, there
It hit the front part.
You gotta hit the front part of it. You can combo into recovery. It's really good initiation. That's how you want to use Nair. Juggling, initiation on ground, and to protect yourself off stage when your opponent's gonna like ground pound you or
Oh
something.
shit.
Those 3 ways. Alright, let's move on to the next.
Yeah,
Sideline.
online training.
Alright, this is what separates like the really good sword players from the bad ones. The really good ones know when to use this shit. When you don't have map control, like let's say I'm back here and Ethan's over there, right? There's people that will try sidelighting because you're trying to predict when your opponent's going in. This is super risky. Like it's so bad and risky. Most of the time, your sidelight should be when you have map control. So when Ethan's over there on the edge, see now he has to either jump or go off stage. And if he jumps or go off stage real quick, like try to
go off
avoid
stage?
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Like
my
stay
bad.
here and then avoid it. Alright,
Alright. Oh shit.
it's just tough. You see, like he can't really do anything about it because he's gonna try to avoid it, and that's because you have map control. So that's when you want to use sideline. Is there any? Oh, gravity cancel sideline is also really good because like a lot of sword players would just do gravity cancel Dlight, and so people will wait for that to whiff. If that person's waiting for a gravity Dlight, you can just do that, and it'll catch them off guard. Because they're gonna, like really good players will just wait for that to come out and then they'll punish you. So that's
You
the
can also-
toughest is sidelight. What's up?
You can also use it off stage for when they really don't have anything left instead of an Nlight, but they're like trying to space out the Nlight, so you can just DC Sally just to give them that extra push, set you up for a better edge guard.
Right, because some people like if he were to do like go ahead and try to Nlight me. See, I can get around it right there, right? But now I'm gonna use all my options and now sidelight me. I'm dead. I couldn't get back. So that's a really good time to use off stage. You're not gonna see too many moments of that, but it's still like it's there when you need it.
Yeah. I think there was like yesterday when I was sparring you, I like hit it right here or some shit.
That's
So like
nuts.
I had like nothing left. I only had a spot dodge, so I was just boom, and I hit you, and I got the chase off. Chase dodge to get the edge guard.
Yeah, so it's really good at moments like that. Yeah, so gravity canceling is really good. Don't try not to use it when you don't have map control. Sometimes, like you can do it if your opponent's like super aggressive, but I don't recommend it. Like just use it when you have map control. When you're on the middle and they're on the side. What else? What's another way to use sidelight? I guess that's it for the most part. Also, like if someone's holding onto the wall, this is kind of stupid. It hits though, but it's kind of dumb. I don't know if
I would say that Sidelight can also be used as your main combo starter tool, like how I would say Gauntlet Dlight or something like Gauntlet Downlight Dash Jump Dair or something. Because off Sidelight, they're always consistently put in the same spot as long as you hit the full animation. They're always gonna be around this area. So off that, they're either like forced to dodge in, dodge up, or just do a spot dodge. It's just like those are the common options. So then you can get like a lot of like nice shit off of it. So say if like Noel likes to dodge in off sidelight, I can get like a downlight ground pound into like some other shit. Another option is if they like to dodge up off sidelight, you can just catch it with the cider for the most part.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Or like this. something like that. They like to jump out. It's just like a lot. That's all I can cover.
Yeah.
Always want to learn all those options stuff.
Yep. We'll talk about that later. We'll bring that up later. So next move, Dair. This is like really good for when you're trying to cover your landing. But be careful because the more you use it and the more they get hit by it, the more they're gonna try to bait it out. So like when a player starts adapting, he'll just like make me whiff and then he'll punish me like that, and then I'm daring nothing. So it's definitely punishable if you whiff it, but it's really good engage from the air. Also,
Yeah,
it's
Yoni
good
loves doing that.
too. Yeah, because you just float around them, like you bait them to do something, right? And then maybe dodge up here and then boom. You want to use it. You don't want to use it right here, guys. Try to avoid using it like into the ground. You can't do it sometimes because it still works, but it's like it's harder to do it that way.
I hit the perfect hitbox.
Yeah, so right here is good. Also, like, depending on which weapons you're playing is when you're going to throw it out. So if I'm playing against a spear, I like throwing out right here. Because in my head, I'm picturing them doing Dlight, right? So I'm trying to hit their Dlight with Dair. If I'm playing against guitars, I'm going to hit it a little bit closer down to the ground, sort of. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to picture the move they're doing and daring that move. So it's not always like, oh, I'm just going to dare them on the ground. No, you're trying to dare them out of stuff as well. What else is Dair good for? Dash jump Dair here, I've noticed is really good as well. If you guys know how to do the dash jump fastfall, I just started doing that like now. It's actually insane.
Dair's also good for like setting bounces.
Right.
So like Dair Nlight, Dair recovery, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good. There's a lot of like combo starters on Sword. I think everything is a combo starter actually. Sword and Hill. Yeah, that's mostly for Dair. There's not really much you can do with Dair. Okay, recovery. Again, you can use this like Nair. Like you can use it grounded, so you can use that as an engagement. But the only time I would engage with it is if I can kill with it. So I wouldn't really do this at white. I wouldn't try to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go down to recovery. Because at white, why not Nair and then recovery? You know? So only use like grounded recovery usually when you're fishing for a kill. Also, it's really good, again, for juggling. Like, when you're juggling someone with Nairs, you want to mix in those recoveries. Because they're going to try to dodge in, and they'll end up dodging into your recovery. Oh shit, my bad. Go ahead and juggle me.
Oh, my bad.
There you go. Like, some people will try to get through your Nairs, and then you just recovery, and then just eventually it'll kill them. So juggle with Nair and recovery. Alright, what's the next move? It's not really
Sair.
Recovery. Remember, recovery is your kill move. Alright, Sair. Alright, this move is like towards most, like, it's riskiest move, I think. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way. If you're gonna Sair off stage,
Make sure that shit
make
hits.
sure that shit hits, alright? You will die if you whiff this off stage. It takes forever for you to recover it. So you see how far down I go? Like, look at that. That's really bad.
Yeah.
So usually when you're off stage, try to refrain from Sairing, unless like you have like a good read on someone or something, and it will kill them. Make sure you're doing a Sair because it will kill them or lead into a kill. Don't just, oh, this guy's at white, I'm gonna try to Sair off. Like, no. Don't do that. You should be doing Dairs. Oh shit, time's running out. You should be doing Dairs and like even ground pounds. Even a ground pound's more safe than fucking Sairing. But again, guys, like, just try to land a Dair because it's just more combo food, honestly. And then if you dare them, you see where he's getting popped up. That's like, daring is so good for a combo starter. Like on the ground.
Sets up for recovery, side air, Nlight, downlight. Like,
Dlight, yeah. Like, it sets up for so much stuff. So that's why you wouldn't want to Sair someone in neutral. Only time you're really Sairing is off your Dlights. Also, like, if someone's doing like recovery like this, like they're trying to hit you recovery, right? Yeah, right there. That's a good spot to Sair. Because you're not falling. Like, you're not falling off the stage, so you don't gotta worry about dying from that. It's really good to Sair there. That's probably its best use. But go ahead.
it can be used also. I learned this from Wrenched. Whenever he used to edge guard me and I had like nothing left and I would have to dodge in towards wall, you can do reverse cider on the wall like this to bounce them off.
Oh, yeah. So So you're
So,
saying
like-
like if they're gonna dodge and then just boom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come out the wall like that.
That's one good way, and another, like this is probably the more basic way to edge guard. You just reverse there like this.
Oh, shit.
Jump, reverse there. Really good way to edge guard, or to play off stage really. Edge guarding is more like staying on stage. So yeah.
Make sure
those
when
are
you're
the
doing
best
it too,
uses. Go ahead.
you're not like holding forward all the way. Like you stop your momentum when you side air, so you can stay in place.
Right, right. Because like when people do a Sair, like let's say I'm gonna whiff it, and I'm like trying to force it in. Now I'm just setting him up for like a juicy punish, because I'm all up in his shit, and he
Yeah.
doesn't even have to like do anything. I'm going right to him, and I'm not hitting him. So like if I'm gonna Sair as a zoning, like if I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, I think this guy is gonna run into this. I'm not committing. Try not to commit. Just kind of do it in place right there. So yeah. Sair is like really like a committal move. You're gonna use it off of Dlight a lot, and then edge guarding right here on the edge. If someone's trying to jump over you or doing recoveries. All right, what's the next move? Did we cover all the moves? Oh,
Yeah.
Nlight.
Nlight.
Nlight's really good for like parrying.
Everything.
Honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even like edge guarding too. Like right here, you Nlight. Most of the time, like. I want to catch people with Dlights here, right? Because then you can Sair. But this is gonna hit more often than not, because one, you can react to if someone's doing an unarmed recovery, he can just react with Nlight, and I can't do anything about it. So Nlight, and it catches like up high as well. Oh, that reminds me, Nlight is really good anti-air. Like, I know it sounds funny, but it actually anti-air shit. If someone tries to Sair you, you can cover your head with just doing this. Like look at that. That's about to hit me, but I'm anti-airing. So and it works against so many weapons. So use Nlight as an anti-air. You can use it as neutral engagement, like dash Nlight. If you don't want to commit too hard with like a sidelight or something, you can dash Nlight. Maybe check your opponent. Even Nlighting in place. Like sometimes, guys, you don't have to dash all the time. Like people think, oh, to engage, I have to dash. No, you can just maybe little step Nlight. See if they go into it. And then if he tries to punish me, like do an Nlight, Ethan. Oh, fuck. Don't hit me with it, though. Like, I might not punish him, because it's kind of quick, and then he can punish my punish. You know what I'm saying? So it's really good in neutral. You just have to know how to use it. Like, you can't just fucking always dash with it, right? You want to mix it up. Sometimes just stay in place and do it. And use it for edge guarding. Please use it for edge guarding. It's so overpowered in edge guarding. So edge guarding and anti-airing with Nlight is probably the best uses for it. Alright, so that's all the moves and what they're used for. Now let's talk about like combos. Oh no, we didn't talk about Dlight, but I guess we can go into combos with Dlight, because Dlight is literally just used for combos, so you don't use it by itself. Alright, I know I went over this before, but I'm gonna go over it again. Dlight Dair for combos, right? Dlight side air, stage control, and for killing. Because if you catch a Dlight Sair here, I'm gonna kill him with Sair, right? I don't even need a recovery. Because sometimes, like, you'll catch him with a Dlight here. Some people like to recovery. No. If they're right here, Sair every single time. Because if the recovery kills, that means the Sair is gonna kill too. If you catch him right here on the side of the stage. So you always Sair to make sure. Recovery, I only like using for. What the hell happened to mine? Okay, the other recovery I only like using for build up damage sometimes, rarely.
Yeah, depending on like the matchup.
Yeah, depending on the matchup. Mostly you do Dlight recovery to kill. Like if you're in the middle of the stage and you know your Sair's not gonna kill, but you know like they're really lit, just Dlight recovery them. At white, you can do a Dlight Nair jump recovery because it actually covers a lot of options, but not many people are doing it. It's only good from like white to 30 health, and then after that, like maybe when you're like dark yellow, it's not really good anymore because you can't follow up the Nair. It's better to just do Dair, because when someone's yellow, get me to yellow, Dair sets up in a really nice spot. But when you're at white, Dair doesn't set up at a nice spot at all because they don't bounce high enough. See, right now this is the perfect time to start Dairing. Because like, you see, I bounce at the perfect spot. Same thing with orange. Yeah, that's a true combo. At orange, you can do Dlight, Dair, GT, and Nlight. That's true.
Just in case you don't know where they're gonna dodge, you can just do that for extra damage, which then also puts them off stage, sets you up for edge guard, stuff like that.
Yep. What other Dlight combos are there? Oh, Dlight ground pound. That's a big one. That's a juicy.
Oh shit.
Very high
I'm
level,
not good at.
guys. Okay.
Yeah,
so
you can
like,
hit it true all the time. I can't.
you can hit it true when it's stacked. Like right here, that's true. But you don't have to worry about that too much because you're not gonna get the opportunity to do that too much. The biggest thing about Dlight ground pound is when someone burns a dodge, like maybe someone GCs or something, or they air dodge, like this. You can do Dlight ground pound. I can't do anything about it. You want to Dlight ground pound every time you see that too. You don't want to do Dlight Dair because you're gonna miss out on damage. You don't want to do Dlight Sair, none of that. You're not gonna kill them at white anyways. If they are red, like you're not trying to combo them, you don't need to do Dlight ground pound. You need to do Dlight into a Sig. Most characters have Dlight into a Sig. So Hattori's is Dlight GC and Sig. So if I'm red, that's what he's gonna do. I'm gonna die from that. Instead of Dlight ground pound. But if I'm not red, I recommend you guys going for the combos to build up damage. Because doing the Sig is not like it's good positioning wise, but you could build up so much damage if you ground pound. You get so much help with ground pound. What else? Okay, so gravity cancel Dlight is really good for when you're trying to parry your opponent. Like you're trying to guess when they're gonna attack you, and you're gonna go to dodge through their move and then kill them, or just hit them. Like you don't always have to go for a kill with Dlight. Like if someone's being obvious with their engagements, it's the best time to do it. If they're really obvious, you should be able to just like watch going on me. So even if he doesn't do a move, he'll still hit him. Cause like usually when someone dashes, they use a move, and then you could just GC Dlight recovery or GC Dlight Sair, depending on where they're on the map. If he's right here, I'm Sairing. I'm not gonna recover unless it kills him. So remember that, guys. You want to Dlight Sair for like map control. You don't want to be doing Dlight recovery. Like, it does a little bit more damage, but it's not worth. Because when you take someone off stage with sword, that's when sword gets like really good, like really good.
Dlight Sair, when to jump or not to jump? That's just feeling it out. I don't even know how to explain that.
Yeah. So the bottom hit, if I hit from the bottom of Dlight, that's when you don't jump. So if you DC it and he's not like most of the time, and then right here too. So just the bottom of the hitbox basically, but you have to feel it out. Like you gotta get used to it.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, I'm bad.
It's like normally when their head is poking up above the ledge is when you do it, but if their body is fully above it, that's when you'll jump.
Yeah. If you hit like below the, I know it's really hard to see, but if you hit below the waist, like here, I'm always gonna jump. But as soon as I like go up to their head, like if I'm picking them up with Dlight like this, I'm not jumping ever.
Yeah.
So just having in mind how the Dlight's gonna hit before you hit the Dlight, you already have to know like, oh, this Dlight's gonna hit like this. There's sometimes where you can react to it, but it's really fucking hard. It's better to just have it in your head. Like, I might have hit him on the ground, or I might have hit him in the air. Like we know because we've done it so much. So if you played sword for a long time, someone's red, and they're not like deep red, you kind of know, oh, I know this next Dlight recovery is not going to kill. When I say in my head, this next Dlight recovery is not going to kill, but it's going to be close, I'm doing Dlight Dair recovery. Because that's when Dlight Dair recovery works. It works right before Dlight recovery does not kill. So if my Dlight recovery is not going to kill, but it's really close to killing and I know it's going to be close, I'm just going to do Dlight Dair recovery. And it's jump recovery, by the way. It's Dlight Dair jump recovery. Let me get him red real quick.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, this works.
Yeah. Ooh,
just like that.
Really
Playing Sword into Lance is you gotta be in like half jump range most of the time. Not full hop, but half hop. And then you're mostly just going for GC Dlights off their wrists and shit like that. That's how I play it.
A clip of Ethan doing the thing he was talking about.
Only for Ethan, there's no island for him to go to. No reprieve from Simple, who...
Like, also, before we get into that,
for Ethan,
look
there's
what
no
he's doing
island
here. You see the
for him
spot dodge
to go
right
to.
Here? He was waiting for him to do a move, to do a GC Dlight. But he doesn't have to throw out GC Dlight if he doesn't throw out the move. So that's why it's good to just spot dodge like that.
No
because if they swing
from
like right here,
Simple, who
if
like
he were to
slowly
swing,
push
okay,
taking inches of the stage, but Ethan with a nice
crazy.
little
Let's watch
There's no island for him to go to. No
But you see how he jumps and he dodges right there? Because he's ready to DC Dlight.
And he thought I was gonna GCD. That's why he went back in.
And that's why he didn't do anything. And he went back in and he's like, oh shit.
Simple who
Got the dodge read. You get a dodge read with Dlight, go for the ground pound. Just go for the ground.
Just like
look at this.
slowly pushes forward, taking inches of the
Unfortunately, I
stage.
didn't
But
kill. That character's broken. We're not gonna talk about that though. If that character wasn't broken, I would have got second. Man.